Let me ask you about the lyrics, because it seems to me that your lyrics nowadays are becoming more obscure, unfathomable than they used to be.
Yes, they are, aren't they? Yeah. Well, there is a logic behind that. If only I could think of it. No. What I did, I'm working very much in fragment lyrics now, even more than I ever did. I mean, it started with Diamond Dogs. There are a couple of tracks on that were written with a lot of inspiration due to Burroughs' work, William Burroughs. And I've really taken the plunge on this last album, I suppose. And it's arrived at by putting together 3 or 4 statements at variance with each other, sometimes completely unrelated statements. And from those, say, arbitrary 3 statements, one arrives at a 4th piece of information from the rearrangement of what is involved. Now, that sounds like an awful easy thing to do. Well, it is, and I think everybody should do it.
I remember you telling me something before about writing things down on bits of paper and rearranging them. Is this what you literally do?
Yes, it's the cut-up technique, a cut-up technique. It was a very popular writing form in the 60s. I mean, it's sort of quite reactionary, really. I also like the spontaneous writing, just writing for the sake of it, and then rereading it and seeing what came out. So you must understand, I mean, it all sounds incredibly indulgent, and indeed it is, because what I'm trying to do is mould the traditional methods of rock and roll with newer processes. I mean, it is a re-evaluation, and it is trying to find a new form of language, musically. Or artistically, I guess, because I'm not a musician, but artistically.
But it does make the lyrics less accessible.
On surface level, but you see, I think that they are very accessible on a subconscious and emotional level. That was the point of cut-up writing, is that it didn't relate to linear thought at all. It worked very much on the spontaneous and immediate images that one gets in one's mind, especially when one's driving. Incredibly fast shapes and forms. And it can relate very strongly on that level.